Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Miss Zoe here with another art lesson. Today's topic is going to be abstract art. What is abstract art? Isn't it just scribbles and stuff? My kid could do that. That's a lot of stuff that you hear about abstract art, and it's one of those things that's a little bit hard to define, but once you see it, you know you've seen abstract art. So, we're going to talk about abstract art, what it is, what it can be, and then we're actually going to make some abstract art using some of the stuff around our house as a jumping off point. So first, let's get down to what abstract art is. So if you go to the Tate Modern Museum in London's website, they define abstract art as art that does not attempt to represent an accurate depiction of visual reality, but instead uses shapes, colors, forms, and gestural marks to achieve its effect. So if you've ever been in a doctor's waiting room or anything, you've probably seen something like this, which was probably bought at Walmart for a decent price of about $103. One of the biggest misconceptions about abstract art is that it's considered lazy or something that a baby could do. But before you begin to pass judgment, try to think of it from the artist's perspective. What do you think was going through their head? How do you think they were feeling when they made it? How are they expressing that feeling, and how does that make you feel? And if it makes you mad, ask yourself why. One of the biggest misconceptions about abstract art is that it's just splatters of paint going nowhere. But if you look at something like Piet Mondrian's composition in red, blue, and yellow from 1930, you see that abstract art can be incredibly technical. See how he's using only primary colors, red, blue, and yellow, as well as white and black. But he's using them in a way to create these intense, crisp lines and flat areas of color, which isn't easy to do. And this is way before you could just do things on the computer and print it out. And then we have a piece that's a little bit more abstract expressionist, meaning that it's abstract, so it isn't really anything in particular, but it's also expressionist, meaning the artist is using the canvas and the paint as a way to express themselves. And notice how all of the paint brushstrokes are so varied and expressive, and they're different sizes and crazy amounts of color. It's pretty wild. Oftentimes people don't like abstract art because they don't get it, but really that's the beauty of it. There's no shame in not getting it because everyone feels differently. It's not like a painting of an object that we can recognize and therefore know how to feel. With abstract art, we get the opportunity to express ourselves, then let the viewer express their own feelings about the art. Sometimes you can look at a painting and get a totally different idea from what the artist was thinking. In the case of Mark Rothko, he intentionally made these large, colorful paintings with these incredibly distinct color combinations that were light and dark, where the colors kind of blur and breathe, almost like a person. It's as if the painting is dissolving in front of our eyes. It's difficult to see on the screen, but when you're standing in front of one of these paintings, they really do have such a powerful and almost an emotional effect on the viewer. Alright, enough backstory. Let's actually make some art here. So what I have today is I just have basic materials. I have paper, I have colored pencils, crayons, and markers. And what I'm doing is I'm just drawing this bowl of lemons that I have in front of me. So I'm trying to make it actually look like a bowl of lemons. So I'm making what's actually called representational art because it's representing what I'm drawing. And if someone were to look at the drawing, hopefully, they would say, oh, that actually looks like a bowl of lemons. So that's the end goal with this kind of art. You don't have to do it. I just like to do it to warm up and to kind of get all the machines working. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to make a piece of abstract art. So what I'm doing is I'm not drawing the lemons directly. They're not trying to look like lemons. I'm just adding color and shapes, and I'm making different patterns, and I'm just doing what I feel that lemons feel like. They're sour, the juice gets everywhere, it's sticky, they're bright, they're colorful, they're pretty cool. So I decided to make a piece that would reflect that. So I added different markers, patterns, lots of color. And it's fun to look at them side by side to kind of see how different they are, because it's about the same thing, but they look totally different. So when you go to do this at home, just have fun with it. Try to experiment with different color. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. It's all about putting that emotion on the paper and seeing what comes out. Alright, y'all, I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a lot about abstract art. We were able to make some abstract art using stuff that was around the house as a good jumping off point. And, I hope that you learned that when life gives you lemons, you can make art. Or, in my case, you can make a lemon tart. So, I'm gonna go enjoy this. I hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, drink lots of water. See you next time. Bye.